Hey guys, welcome back to the Hellhound's midnight spook show from the Horror Metal channel with your host Hellhound. And yet another tag video. These are really fun. I'm really enjoying doing these. It's giving me something to do. I love answering these questions and talking about horror. So let's go ahead and begin. This time, this one comes from the channel the HoRRoRdIgEsT. So subscribe to that channel if you haven't already and check out his video. I was tagged once again by Sean Erschen, so check out his video as well. Definitely subscribe. He's got a great show called the Horror Channel, discussing all kinds of good movies and stuff. So yeah, definitely check that out. Well, let's go ahead and begin. And once again, for the third time in a row, a lot of these questions, I have a lot of the same answers as Sean Erschen. We agree on a lot of things, so bro, I hope you don't think I'm copying you, because I'm not. I honestly have the exact same answers, and I even had them in my head before you even answered these questions, and I was watching your videos, so I apologize that, a lot of repetition, but what can I say? I agree. Alright, well, question one. What horror icons would you like to see battle in an upcoming Versus movie? I agree with Sean Erschen once again with his answer, and I've been saying this for years. Jason versus Michael. I want to see this movie so bad. It would be so perfect. When Freddy vs. Jason came out, I was like, oh wow, there's going to be all kinds of Versus movies now. The possibilities are endless, but no, we got crappy remakes and reboots instead. I was like, damn, that was a letdown. And I thought for sure that we'd see Jason versus Michael. That would be so awesome. Two silent, masked killers that, have kind of quite a bit in common. A little more in common than Jason Freddy did. I think that'd be really interesting. I would love that. I would love to see, maybe Tom Matthews return from the Friday 13th series, and maybe one of the survivors of one of Michael's massacres as well. The only problem is the Halloween series, there's continuities all over the place. There's the continuity of the first two films, then there's 4, 5, and 6, then there's H2O and Resurrection, then there's even Halloween 3, it has nothing to do with the rest. Then there's, the Rob Zombie's version as well, so, there's so many continuities, so, where would it start, where would it leave off at, what continuity would it follow, so it'd be kind of hard, because I'd love to see Dr. Loomis in there as well. Dr. Loomis and Tommy Jarvis, played by Tom Matthews or Corey Feldman. That'd be freaking awesome. But Donald Pleasance is gone. I really wouldn't want to see them recast the character. Malcolm McDowell did a great job. He was the best part of Rob Zombie's movies, I thought. But yeah, Jason versus Michael would be awesome. However they do it, I would love to see. I would love to see Myers come to Crystal Lake. I'd love to see Jason go to Haddonfield. That'd be awesome. It'd also be cool to see Jason versus Leatherface, the comic book I have. I check my review of that for more info. Jason versus Leatherface would be awesome. Hell, Jason versus pretty much anybody would be cool. I wouldn't want a lot of people want to see Chucky versus Leprechaun just because they're the same size. I don't want Chucky to be in the same universe as Leprechaun. That'd be silly. I think it'd just be way too silly. I wouldn't want to see that. I wouldn't really want to see Pinhead versus anybody either. There's another series where the continuity's a mess, and most of the entries aren't very good after the first two, even the first 4 really. So yeah, I wouldn't want to see Pinhead fight anybody. But Jason versus Michael, I think, is probably my top choice for a crossover in the horror genre. That'd be awesome. All right, question 2. Sorry I spent so much time on that. Would you rather survive a horror movie? You're the only survivor, and all your friends die, or would you rather your friends die, wait, I'm sorry, would you rather survive a horror movie where your friends die, or would you rather die and have your friends live? I'm going to go with the humble, modest answer, saying I'd rather die so they can all live. I'd rather, one person than, many. I wouldn't want to live and see all my friends die. That'd be really depressing. But then again, it'd be kind of cool to be the only survivor, too, so, of a massacre. Maybe it was a bunch of people I didn't know or something, but, yeah, I wouldn't want my friends to die. That'd be awful. It'd be devastating. I don't think I could live with that. Alright, question 3. If you were in a horror movie, are you the final girl or guy, the first victim, the comic relief, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? Of course I want to be the killer, man. That'd be awesome. I want to be the freaking slasher villain, wearing a mask and have a tragic backstory and all that good stuff, and the body count. But it'd also be cool to be the final guy, like an Ash Williams type protagonist, a Reggie Bannister from the Phantasm series, or Tommy Jarvis, somebody who really kicks ass, some badass one-liner spitting action hero who opposes the evils that, you know, are oppressing them and fights back against all the, you know, all the murderers and stuff. I think that'd be kick-ass. So either one of those would be good. But it'd be cool to be the killer as well. Question 4. What horror icon would you want to go to space? Oh gosh, wasn't Jason enough, and even Pinhead and Hellraiser Bloodline, and even the freaking Leprechaun went to space. I think we've had enough horror icons go to space. I think that's when the series jumps the shark. I mean, can you imagine, like, oh my god, freaking Chucky in space, Michael Myers in space, freaking Norman Bates in space. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know about that. How about Basket Case 4? Belial goes to space, or freaking The Hills Have Eyes, Pluto and Mars and all them in space. I mean, God, it's so ridiculous. I think when done right, I mean, Jason X is a really fun movie, you know. It's so stupid, but it's fun. I think when done right, it could maybe be, well, I think it's kind of cool in the sci-fi genre, crosses over the horror genre, so, you know, I don't really know. I mean, no matter who they get, it's going to be ridiculous, but probably funny, too, and Scream 5, Ghostface in space, and just, you know, just so silly, but, yeah, I don't know, take your pick. Alright, question 5. When making sequels to horror movies, when do you think enough is enough? Like, when should the franchise end? Well, there's a lot of franchises nowadays that I think are going on too long, like Resident Evil, Underworld. They're like, you know, the horror franchises. I wouldn't mind more sequels to Wrong Turn or Final Destination, because I like them. Yeah, I also like the Fast and the Furious movies and stuff like that. It's not horror, but those are like getting really long in the tooth. I didn't even like them that much to begin with. But you know, I don't know. I guess when they run out of ideas, like, I think they should make as many Friday the 13th as possible. I think they should go back to pumping one out each year. Like, that never gets old to me. That's one franchise where, you know, I like all the entry specials, even like the worst ones, like Jason Goes to Hell and Jason X. I find them to be fun. A lot of people don't like 5 and 8. I freaking love them. I think they're highly entertaining. I think they should make as many Jason movies as possible. I don't want to see any more Freddy movies without Robert Englund. I'm excited about the upcoming Halloween. Also, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre is all over the place. Every sequel to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's been its own thing. It's been, you know, marked as the one true sequel to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They don't follow each other. It's not a series with continuity. Every entry is like a sequel to the original, or a remake, or a prequel. Yeah, just too all over the place. So I think they should probably stop. I still haven't seen the Leatherface yet, the prequel to the original film. I'm glad they went back to the original continuity, much like Halloween is also doing, which Friday the 13th would do that, because it's my favorite. But yeah, I guess just, you know, just in general, when they run out of ideas, like, you know, there's a lot of series that went too far. Puppet Master, the latest entries weren't very good. Yeah, there's a lot that probably went on too long, you know. Guys, I don't know. I love sequels. I love when you know, a horror movie becomes a franchise that has a lot of entries. I love, the more installments, the better. As long as they don't get, like, too tired and rehash. But with Friday the 13th, they were like that anyway. It was always the same thing over anyway, so it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like they got, you know, too repetitive or monotonous, because that's what the series is all about, all the same usual tropes and cliches in the first place. So the more Jasons, the better. So yeah, but yeah, when enough is enough, you know, when the series jumps the shark, when they go to space, that's when enough is enough. When it goes to space, you know, this franchise, the series is over. That's the end. See question 4 for more info on that. Alright, the final question, question 6. What horror movie was ruined by its ending? There are a lot of horror movies with endings that are less than satisfying out there. I can't really say that too many are really ruin the whole movie. Truth be told, I honestly never liked the ending to the original Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, I couldn't tell, was it all a dream or what? I mean, I didn't like it. There was too many, like, things going on. I used to not like the ending of Curse of Chucky until Cult of Chucky came and kind of explained all of that. It made it more clear. But at the time, Curse of Chucky's ending was kind of a jumbled, convoluted mess. But Cult of Chucky came along and fixed that. I also never liked the ending of American Gothic. Friday the 13th Part 7's ending was stupid, with the dead dad coming out of the lake and grabbing Jason. I never liked that. The 1990 version, oh god, with the giant crab spider, that was awful. That was a huge letdown. Very anticlimactic. Also, didn't really like. I thought the part 2, the second segment where their kids were adults, was pretty underwhelming as well. They were upstaged by the child actors. Harry Anderson, Tim Reed, and John Ritter were all great. They were good. Even Annette O'Toole, I liked them all. I don't know, something was missing. They weren't as vulnerable as adults. I feel like they could leave the town at any time. But I'm anxious to see what the upcoming It Chapter 2 is going to be like. I hope they handle it a little better than the 1990 version did. But Tim Curry rules, so there's that. But yeah, I never liked the ending of that. Yeah, there's a lot of horror movies that have stupid endings. Truth be told, one of my very favorite movies of all time, Return of the Living Dead. I never cared for the ending. I thought it was too final. I thought it was too rushed. And, like, they just kind of used the same... They used some stock footage of an explosion, it looks like. Then they just reused, like, more footage from the movie. It just seemed like it was too rushed, and, like, it didn't... I don't know. It was underwhelming, because the movie thus far, the movie up to that point was awesome. I love it so much. This is my top 5 favorite horror films of all time. And I never cared for the ending. Yeah, but far from... It doesn't ruin it at all. Hell, I think Return of the Living Dead Part 2 had a more complete ending. But some people like the ending of the whole town just being bombed and everything being solved that way. I guess you could end any horror movie that way. It's just kind of lazy to me. So, yeah, I never cared much for that. But, you know, the movie's still awesome. So, yeah, there's probably... I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of them. Yeah, there's a lot of horror movies that have kind of stupid endings. Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. I think that was another ending that was kind of rushed. I was like, what happened? Okay, the grenade went off, and then, you know, Chop Top chased Stretch up into the chainsaw heaven. I mean, did everybody die? I mean, I don't know what happened. Yeah, that's another ending that was kind of rushed. But yeah, I don't think any of those movies really ruin... I don't think any of those endings really ruin the movie, per se. But a very interesting question. I might have to give that one some more thought and come back to it, because I'm sure there's some that I'm forgetting. I'm always thinking of, oh, what a great movie, but what a stupid ending. It happens a lot. Alright guys, well, that should do it. I'm Hellhound. Again, check out the HoRRoRdIgEsT channel. He's the one who started this video, this tag, and I was tagged by Sean Erschen, who we have a lot of the same answers to these questions. Check out his videos, subscribe to his channel. He has a great show called The Horror Corner. And if you like my videos, be sure to subscribe. I'll leave a comment. Feel free to answer these questions in the comments below as well, for sure, as well as make your own video if you want. Even if I don't tag you in the description below, go ahead and, you know, if you want to answer these questions, have some fun. I really like these, so yeah, if anybody else has any videos like this they'd like to tag me in, like to see my answers to certain questions, I think that'd be a lot of fun. Yeah, definitely feel free to do that, because I'm really enjoying this. I'm having a blast with it. Alright guys, again, I'm Hellhound. Thank you for watching my Midnight Spook Show, and thank you for watching the Horror and Metal channel. So until next time, guys.